Hello, my peaches. What's up? I am Pratha and welcome to today's video. So many requests in DMs, in comments, and whatnot for the red carpet line of Plum. And honestly, because we have been Plum perfume fans over here and have liked them and loved them from the very first day, how could I have not thought about reviewing these? So, yes, I had my eyes on these without even you guys telling me I was going to buy these and talk about these for sure. And let's get into this video without any more delays. Have to say that the packaging is really impressive and the effort that has been taken in the packaging is really nice, and I am loving the packagings and the way these are fitted in here, that they are not moving. Lovely. The bottles are slightly luxurious compared to what the previous ones were. Like, the previous ones were very slight bit of a hazy and low quality glass but thick glass. This one is clearer in terms of glass and slightly thinner, but not as thin as Zara ones. It's definitely thicker than those, and I love the golden cap detailing on it. And I just appreciate perfumes, especially when you are a perfume lover and a perfume collector. It's always great to have small packagings because they are easy to carry, easy to store. Basically, you just reach the end of these fragrances when they are small. With all that being said, let's start off with the first one. That is the Starry Nights. These are all EDPs, and let me just spray it. The notes on this are: top has melon, apple, peach, middle has jasmine, mimosa, tuberose, base has musk, ylang ylang, and sandalwood. This definitely is a fresh, juicy, melony kind of fragrance in the opening, but then the florals are kind of adding a sharpness to them. Yeah, that juiciness is kind of, accompanied by those sharp and fresh florals. It is simple, it is fresh, it is just fruity, juicy, and sharp florally, and it's very much and very strongly reminding me of Twilight Mauve from Zara, because that one is also a melony, sharp, and kind of this super sharp, melony, musky kind of fragrance. Did we read musk in the yes, it has musk in the base with the lang lang and sandalwood. Now, I'm not getting that much of the sandalwood in here. I'm not really picking up on that, but what I'm getting is a sharp, musky floral with juicy melaniness in it. Do I like it enough? I think yes, but this is not something, the kind of fragrance that I go for. It's also kind of reminding me, the floraliness in it is kind of reminding me of Butterfly from Bath and Body Works. I think this one is through and through a summer, a hot day kind of fragrance for those who like a scent profile that is juicy, floral, and sharp, musky. It's nice and it's beautiful, but not blowing my mind at this point of time, because I've already smelled Twilight Mauve, I think, which is a dupe for one of the DKNY's fragrance, that apple-shaped fragrances. It's definitely nice and definitely wearable, but not my thing. It's more like it has this young vibe to it, and it's not my thing. Like, I have grown out of these sharp florals and, juicy, fruity fragrances. I'm not saying that I don't like it enough, but I'm just saying that sharp freshies are not my thing for summers. I have always repeated myself time and again about that, but have to say that this is nice and it's very much similar to Twilight Mauve from Zara. Next up, we have Do Your Bling. Interesting colors, interesting sheen to the packagings, and really like that. It has the notes of blueberry, tulip, middle has May, rose, freesia, and caramel. Base notes have vanilla, patchouli, and woody notes. Now, this one is a smooth one. Now, this one is fresh but sweet and smooth. In the opening, I'm smelling a lot of sweetness with some fleshy florals, like nothing is coming off as sharp in this. It's definitely interesting, but kind of leaning generic because I just feel like it's a mix of Naika Moi Bissios and the woody one, Epais. Yeah, it's kind of a mix of that, not spicy or anything, but more like this sweet, fleshy floral, and then woodiness in the base, and somewhere falling in the same lines like that of Naika Moi Bissios, or like a hybrid of two of the fragrances from Naika Moi, something like that. So, because of that, it's kind of coming off as a generic fragrance to me. It's not really standing out for me or impressing me enough. And the thing that I want to point out here is that I am only liking the opening of this fragrance. As it settles and dries down and reaches the base, it starts smelling like a mosquito repellent to me. Now, this is when I say generic, it's very much reminding me of something from All Good Scents or Naika Moi or Body Cupid, something that has been done before and not anything unique or out of the box, like a very generic sweet floral fragrance with some woodiness in the base. That's what I'm getting in here. And this is definitely a pass for me. The last one that we're talking about is Glitz Worth It. There are only 3 fragrances in this line, and the notes on this are peach, freesia, middle has rose, sandalwood, iris, base has musk, cashmere wood, vanilla. Now, the moment I sprayed it on the strip, I was like, this is giving me headache. I don't want to sniff on it. It's smelling so bad. It's literally smelling like a plasticky floral fragrance. The iris that they have added to it, instead of adding a good cosmetic feel to it, it's literally making it into a synthetic plasticky fragrance, which is sour as well. Like the florals are not sweet or fresh, they are more like these sour florals, which is so off-putting. And have to say that Glitz Worth It is the worst of all. Like rest of the two, I can still think about. This one I don't even want to go close to. So yeah, this just goes out of question. But rest two are, one is pretty generic, then the other one is kind of good. But my problem with these fragrances is that on the paper strip they are still fine, except Glitz Worth It. That's not fine on the paper strip as well because it's literally headache inducing. The first day that they came to me, I sprayed it on my skin, and you know how I feel about Plum fragrances. I'm always blown away by them and I always love them. I highly recommend you guys to buy Plum fragrances, but this time they have gone so wrong. They have increased the prices, and I'm just feeling that the price has all gone into creating the packaging, and they have not put any effort into the fragrances. The fragrances are feeling like they collaborated with somebody who is making fragrances for All Good Scents or for Naika Moi, and then they I've always said that I agree that they are not the highest or the best quality fragrances. Quality wise, they are worth the money. If we pay 250 or 300 rupees for the 15 or 20 ml, that's clearly worth the money because they do not come off as that synthetic. But this time something has gone really wrong. It's feeling like they have used very cheap aroma chemicals, very synthetic aroma chemicals, and they are not smelling good at all. On my skin they were coming off as so sharp, so off-putting. They're strong, they're projective, they're long lasting, everything is there. But the problem is that they are not smelling like good quality fragrances this time. I think Starry Nights is still bearable if you like sharp melony fragrances, something like Twilight Mauve. But I think it's even sharper than Twilight Mauve because Twilight Mauve in itself was quite a sharp fragrance for me to be using, and I never got along with it because of its sharp muskiness, that metallic muskiness that it has. and this one is like even an enhanced version of that. So for me, all these three fragrances, I personally would never put these on myself, and I am completely disappointed by Plum this time because expectations were high, because these were the luxe edition, they were the red carpet fragrances, they had to be better than what they were making before. Sadly, that has not happened this time, and it really breaks my heart saying that, because I've always vouched for Plum. I've always recommended you guys to buy Plum fragrances if you're on a budget, and like they are like smelling good and smelling great on budget kind of fragrances. But I don't know what went wrong this time. I've absolutely no clue. So yes, with that, I would like to close down this video, and if this anyways helped you, and if you're still here watching me and liking me, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Keep looking beautiful, keep smelling good, and have a great day all. Bye bye. Mwah.
Slowly kisses passing by the river. I've been missing your strawberry.